Morning. Ahn, Vamos ver cadê a live. Deixa eu ver cadê o... Deixa eu ver se eu tô ao vivo. Ih, já tô ao vivo. E aí, galera, tudo bem com vocês? 67. Ainda tá migrando o One Password. Ainda essa task aí, man. Você acredita, cara? Como assim migrando o One Password? Eu tô migrando do One Password, né? Eu tô saindo do One Password e indo pro... pro... Como que é o nome da ferramenta? Ele achou a ferramenta lá. Agora a gente só tem que colocar isso aí dentro do aplicativo. Seleção escolher. Plastic means. Depending on the password app. Fix. Rewarding. Um, Wait. Pretty small things there with the built-in security command. Machine looking. Password. Not passwords are. Okay. Okay. Watch. Okay. Okay. This did not. Vamos falar com ele, né? Faz tempo que a gente não usa o modo de falação. Cara, eu não tô nem aí pra esse keychain. Por que a gente está usando e para que serve isso e o que a gente deve usar no lugar para fazer isso funcionar no nosso Domo app. Domo. Nossa, guarda a senha da gente na máquina para ninguém ver a gente tem nada. Serve para essa senha não ficar no arquivo aberto no disco. O Domo a gente troca pelo copy. Não tá claro para mim qual senha que tá sendo guardada. Eu, humano, sei guardar a minha senha. Você tá guardando lá por quê? É para você? É pro agente? É para quem? Quem que tá usando essa senha? Ó, o Sam chegou. Morning. What's this? Thanks.
It's something to be productive.
Nom, 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 nom. What is this called?
Canola.
Canola.
Yeah. Football. I think you had it before.
Maybe. Essa ainda a gente não é sua. A sua nunca é guardada por nós. Quem usa é o programa do agente na máquina para abrir o cofre que você colocou lá. A senha foi criada pelo servidor. Nem você nem eu precisamos saber qual é. Olha, é o seguinte. O programa do agente usa isso, então isso é tipo um arquivo de .env. Isso é uma variável de ambiente do aplicativo, que o aplicativo vai usar. Thanks for the coffee. For the Nola. Um...
morning. Let's see, how does it show? Good morning. There we go. Still figuring out all this.
You don't echo.
How many engineers does it take to flyer or put that in?
The best Silicon Valley engineers. And Claude.
6 veterans.
And Claude. Yeah, 6 veterans. That's the answer.
With the help of AI. Man, I am loving cloud. The OG cloud.
What does
Yeah,
a G stand for?
OG stands for original gangsta.
Original gangster.
Original gangsta.
Gangsta.
Yeah, we're gonna have gangsta.
Like gangster, but
No, not like gangsta. Gangsta.
it's just a way of saying gangster.
It's different. It's different.
It's the same word, right?
No, different. But completely different.
Well, what does it mean, gangster?
Gangsta.
It's like a cool gangster. It's the veteran gangster.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, it's really the browser combined with email right now and hopefully credentials, but just those two is a huge unlock. So like, I have a coffee service, and I am out of coffee because it takes 30 seconds to order coffee. Order more coffee, right? And it's like I see the coffee going down, and I'm like, okay, I got to log in at some point to order more coffee beans, right? And now I'm like completely out of coffee because I just didn't do it, right? And I'm like, why am I not doing this? And so I just open my phone and voice text cloud, like, can you log into Bottomless and order more beans? And it doesn't, you know? And Bottomless sends my email a login link. Cloud is able to click the login link and, you know, like
What about the credit card?
credit card saved.
Ah.
But
One
and
time
the
set
real
up.
unlock is going to be when you get the you know, and so it's like you log in the bottom, you know, it takes me 5 seconds, and so I end up doing things I wouldn't otherwise do, right? Like, so logged in, it says for a one-off order, there's a real decision. You know, I was able to like figure it all out. My order history doesn't show one repeated usual, but the most recent thing, you know, and so I'm like, let's see the order it. Or like Ian, I've been meaning to connect with Ian, you know, like he's working for us, you know, he's still on contractor, right? And I just haven't, you know, so I'm like biking to work, and I'm like, I gotta remember to set up a recurring meeting with Ian to make sure we stay on top of all the company stuff, right? So I just voice memo cloud or voice text cloud. Abby's using it to like create a shopping list for Costco. So we're gonna go to Costco for lunch, and it's gonna ping us with everything that we wanna buy. Yesterday, Abby's like, can you pick up Reddit? And I was like, oh, when does this place close? It's gonna close before I can pick it up. I'm like, okay, well, you find bread along my commute. They found this amazing sourdough bakery 3 minutes away from the Hayward Park station. You know?
Hey, that's how ads are gonna work in the future.
What?
Like, which bakery is it going to suggest you?
Yeah, right.
That's the new ads.
Yeah.
So is the biggest unlock here with you just putting it on a different machine that could actually use the camel box work that like Spencer had done previously?
Yeah,
Okay, so it's not using kind of any of the new stuff. Like Bangalore.
not yet.
Interesting.
It's just
What computer is it running on?
running on a MacBook Pro with, I think, 24 gigabytes of RAM. You really need like 12 gigabytes of RAM.
Do you think that's a cloud thing or just like our VM thing?
I think it's hard because we have a VM for the browser and a VM for OpenLaw, and 8 gigabytes with 2 VMs and the Mac OS RAM, especially the browsers can use a lot of RAM, you know, browsing the web, loading.
Yeah, but the agent's not going to be running like 20 tabs at the same time, right?
No,
Like we and collecting tabs.
no,
So it will be more efficient.
right?
Yeah, and not necessarily you need a VM to run the browser as well.
Right.
You can just download the binary for Camel Box.
Yep.
Can't hear Jenny.
Oh, are you? You're.
Yeah, it's off because I'm streaming. It's okay.
So anyway, yeah, it's the VM that's the way we, you know, the way it's set up right now.
I mean, in theory, you get all of that in the new file relay app, right? It's just a different architecture.
It's just like not what's set up on my machine.
Yeah. And it
There's no like interface to it yet either. So there's no like message. And you would be able to do it from the screen. Go in there.
yeah.
But the new architecture is nice in that it like doesn't make hard requirements for open law. And the architecture unlocks you running it's still using
Yeah.
product.
So the Mac browser would only be available in an always on situation, but you're not supposed. The agent could still run as like what just in talking to like the LLM, like you would just like work like a normal log or chat session, just with under context. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, you can imagine stuff too about like building up some sort of queue about things to do in the Mac online or, you know, to remember things, I guess, from previous sessions or do something on the Mac, I don't know.
This for me or for you?
What's that?
Is this for me or for you?
What?
This gift.
For community.
For the community. There's another one that I remember we said. It's are you calling me or like how do you like send someone out of the room? Like there's an expression for you to say
Oh.
like that.
Kicking me out? Maybe?
Yeah. Are you calling me or kicking me out? I use this next time. Is it this Friday that we're camping? Yeah? Nice. Good morning. How was your Canada class? Okay.
Yeah, San Mateo's getting ready for a tournament, so there was a lot of just them like discussing what they need to do for a tournament.
I see.
I was on like the sensei like receiving side, so mostly it was just like going against beginners as they were practicing. So
I see. I
not too bad.
Nice.
I had a good match against another sensei from San Francisco who came down for extra practice, and so we fought. And we're like, why are we even doing this? But it was a good match with them. So
Nice. Yeah, easy.
go to the Discord. And try that. Yeah, scroll up a little. There's the link. Right now, yeah, it's a pretty big file right now. It's a universal build, very optimized. Because electron, camouflage, universal, playwright. Download right now.
Oh. Let's see. I'm opening.
Restream strategy.
Well, Daniel goes there and accepts people.
We're like, I feel like I should have
Loading. Stage. Um,
Oh, I need to switch. I have to. What? Are we?
let's end the round. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But
Can you hear us okay?
can you hear us? Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
I can hear you.
I can hear you. Daniel might be a little muffled.
Hello.
Yeah,
Your audio
Really?
kind of sucks.
That should be the
Should be the.
Hello.
Okay. You're just tapping. I wonder if it's not using the Jabra.
Love to change the WhatsApp, but
We don't have one person. Okay, is this? Can you hear Jim?
Hello. Can you hear me? Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Cool. All right. Welcome everyone. Welcome to our viewers. We've got an agenda for today. I'm going to share my screen. Let's see if I can do this. Here's our loose daily yield agenda. Huh.
I'm watching that, and I don't know where. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Can you guys see my screen? It says that I'm sharing the tab.
Hang on, I wonder if you should make
I wonder if you should make us all hosts or whatever, so that we can.
I think Rowan stopped sharing. Can you ask Rowan to share again?
Daniel says, can you share again?
Daniel says, "Can you share again?"
Okay, let me try. Yeah. There you go. All right. So we're calling today's episode installment 19 hours to launch. no pressure. The agenda, the 3-act agenda is the AI signal, which is my daily update. You guys graciously said you would sit through another 3.5 minutes of me providing some AI news. Then we'll discuss the launch. We're going to review the script that I've put together and see if it's still current. The claims are still current. We'll assign some tasks for today for completing that video. And then we're also, I just wanted to double check the name of the product. And then Act 3 will be the social calendar and team engagement requests. This is a preview of what essentially will be the source of truth for all of our social media activities. I'm building this out bespoke so that we have full visibility in what's going on day by day. The asset we can see, and we'll link out to certain things that we should mention in your individual posts. And I am going to be asking you guys to utilize your social media channels to extend our reach. And I also have a preview of some badges for Twitch, which actually it turns out I'm going to need some access to the OBS, Daniel, so you and I can offline about that. So, oh yeah, and then for dessert, we actually have the trailer for season 1 of AI Worth Using to review together. So we'll be able to watch that today as well. All right, so let's dive in. Daniel, yesterday you were able to pull up I'm calling it the AI Signal Daily on LinkedIn. Are you able to do that again? Or should I, or can I with audio?
Well, you can try and see if it works. If it doesn't, I can share myself.
Copy that. Let me go to LinkedIn, find myself.
Can we have an opportunity to like
react to the agenda?
Oh,
react to the agenda or like add things or replace things?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't really build in much optionality here, but yes, of course.
Does this look good to everyone?
Does this look good to everyone?
I mean,
It does. Is the expectation that these are still 30 minutes, or are we? I know we just kind of go longer in general, but I'm just curious
Yeah, I would like
how we feel
Yeah, I
about
would.
that.
Which probably means doing like one of these or two.
Yeah, I think I would just call that out. I mean, like it looks like a great agenda, but this also looks like an hour-long meeting.
Yes.
3 minutes.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna maybe put it to the vote. Would you guys like to, if we had to choose 2 out of 3, would you guys like to review the daily signal, talk about the launch tomorrow, or what was number 3? Talk about social calendar and engagements.
Well, I kind of wonder if the launch can be moved to like Scrum, like give our updates and then review the launch and where we're at. That feels like more of a business as usual kind of conversation. Versus like this Act 1 or Act 3 is more, I mean, I don't know, maybe you could argue Act 3 is also business as usual going forward, but it feels like a little bit more of a new thrust for us. I don't know. How do other people feel?
I don't think our social calendar is interesting to the audience, to the Watching Pivot audience.
I think it's important for us.
I think it's important for us to review it, but I don't.
Act 1.
Definitely Act 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Well, let's start there.
I mean, is there anything else?
Is there anything else anyone wants to discuss?
Oh yeah, we should also check if people want to go over
I like the
anything.
existential.
I like the existential,
Are we
like,
doing it right? Kind of
are we doing it right kind of topics? You know, like, are we going to be able to launch on Thursday?
What
did we learn from seeds? We're about to
publicly.
talk about seeds
Like
publicly.
reviewing those videos.
I'm like reviewing those videos that's on my mind.
Which honestly does kind of
which
organically grow after your signal. So okay.
All right.
Okay.
But
anything on anyone's mind?
Okay, I got another.
I got another.
I'll nominate another
thing.
Which actually,
Which actually
I kind of wanna.
I
don't know if it's.
I don't know if it's we do it here or during stand-up in our stand-up update.
But I want to.
But I want to push everybody to use agents to do things in their life
And then talk about it.
and then talk about it.
I mean,
I love that.
Plow is at a point.
Plow is at a point where
it can do real stuff.
it can do real stuff.
And so. But we also need to know what
other tools like Codex are, you know, we should just be, and to me that's interesting to the audience too. Like what does an AI forward company look like?
So
I can, I mean, I already talked a little bit about what I'm doing, but
that would be another one.
Would be like show and tell, agent show and tell.
Love it. Okay. We'll include that tomorrow as an option. Okay. We'll move over here and share today's update. Let's see if you guys can hear this. Catching up on everything.
Yep.
Can you hear that? All right, here we go. Hi, I'm Rowan, and I'm still catching up on everything AI, and I'm doing it in public so you can catch up with me. Here are the top stories in about 5 minutes. Yesterday, Google gave its consumer AI the keys to your browser with Gemini Spark. Today, I want to tell you about an expanded version of that same idea because it turns out Google quietly built an entire system for the thing I keep saying matters most, who an agent is and what it's allowed to touch. So here's the story. The same week as the Gemini Spark launched, Google shipped something called the Gemini Enterprise Agent Platform. Less flashy, way more important, and honestly it reads like a checklist of everything that Plow, the company that I work with, has been saying out loud. Let me walk through the pieces because the names matter. First, agent identity. Instead of an agent borrowing some shared account, every agent gets its own unique cryptographic ID. So every single action it takes is traceable back to that specific agent. Google's own word for this is non-repudiable, which just means the agent can't later pretend that it didn't do the thing. There's a receipt. Second, least privilege. Each agent only gets the specific permissions it needs, nothing more. No more one agent with the keys to everything. Third, the agent gateway, which Google literally calls air traffic control for your agents. Every time an agent tries to use a tool or reach some data, it goes through one checkpoint that enforces the rules and logs it. And fourth, the part that raises the stakes, these agents now have persistent memory. They hold context for days across sessions, which is powerful and also exactly why all that identity and permission machinery suddenly matters. An agent that remembers you for a week and can act on your behalf is a much bigger deal than one that forgets you the moment that you close the tab. So here's where I land. Yesterday's Chrome story was the consumer teaser. This is the real thesis in Google's own words: identity, least privilege, a central checkpoint, and an audit trail for everything an agent does. That is the entire trust and permission conversation, and one of the biggest companies in the world just shipped it as a product. When the giant builds the plumbing that you've been describing, that's not a threat. That's a whole category getting confirmed. Okay, 4 quick ones this morning. NVIDIA proposed a set of cybersecurity guidelines called SAFE and shipped something called OpenShell, a runtime that restricts what an agent can see, touch, and do, so it physically can't reach what it shouldn't. The EU AI Act's rules for high-risk systems are now in full force, with fines up to 3% of a company's global revenue and a heavy emphasis on keeping a human in the loop. So if you work in a regulated field, finance or healthcare especially, this one's already shaping how you're allowed to use these tools. Now the strange one. New consumer agents can now phone a store, check if something's in stock, and complete the purchase by actually talking to a human staff member on the line. An AI acting as you to another person over the phone, sit with that one. And a number that reframes all of this, machine identities now outnumber human ones roughly 109 to 1. And about 12% of organizations have already given agents privileged access. Okay, that's good morning. I'm Rowan. Back tomorrow doing this again. Thanks for watching.
I love these.
I love these.
Thanks. Hope it's useful. Sounds like it is.
Very good. This gives me FOMO, like watching you talk about this news. Like,
You should do this in Portuguese.
Yeah,
Just take what
like-
Rowan said,
where's the
say the exact same thing, but in Portuguese.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Can you send me the transcript? I don't know if you created a script and you. Where did you read or did you just like were talking?
I use a teleprompter app.
Oh yeah, very
Yeah.
natural.
Yeah. Oh, good. Thanks. I did go to drama.
Daniel, I think you need to. Daniel, I think you need to make your own though. You can't just steal Rowan's. It's not fair.
All the work to getting great content.
I think as long as you are like linking back to Rowan's and like shouting Rowan's out.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it's up to Rowan.
I mean, it's up to Rowan,
I
but
would feel.
I would.
No, yeah. No, I'd love Daniel to do a Portuguese version.
Nice. You record that on your phone?
Yeah.
Very good.
Cool. Yeah, we'll offline about it. I like the teleprompter.com app. It does a kind of a little clean up on the audio, and then it also does auto populates the captions as well. So,
Nice.
yeah, and really good accuracy. So they must be using Parakeet.
Yeah, maybe. There's a new modeling tool called Mostron that is really fast, like real time fast.
Wow, amazing.
Any reactions to the content?
Yeah, so I wondered, like, out of what you shared, how much were like news or like a post that Google shared versus if you were able to see that in action, like a user using that thing, or like if you tried the thing as well.
Yeah, I mean, I did click on the links and publish those this time, so I wanted to make sure that they were kind of genuine claims. Obviously, I haven't tested these myself, but I actually, if you click on the links in my LinkedIn profile post, you'll see that it's pretty verifiable what their claims are, and the first two links are actually Google official published.
Yeah, it is interesting. The thing that stuck out to me, I've just been hearing more about like these agents that have like least amount of privilege and like multiple agents. I linked to something in the plot chat today too, from something I saw in Hacker News about somebody sharing their agent setup. But those seem to align really well with the Domo Plow thing that we're doing. We don't want to give the agents, any more permissions than they need, and they're more like purpose driven than just like general agents.
Yeah, are you guys familiar with that term, least privilege? That was something I learned today. Yeah, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think what's new to me is like
hearing
other people repeat. It's like less least privilege. That's like a kind of a common durable. It's like a term that existed before AI.
Yeah,
more
you're bundling everything
you're
up.
bundling everything up where it's like, these are other words to talk about the same things we're talking about. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like,
I mean, we all know
we're not the only ones thinking this way, but it's like, okay, when Google announces it, like, okay, yeah, we're definitely not like. I mean, it's confirmation. It's like affirming, that we are seeing a future that is getting built. I do have questions about what that means for our tech stack and for our product.
Yeah.
Yeah, Google Link says it was from like April though. some maybe I don't know what to think of that.
Oh, interesting.
Are you?
Because there's like a question for me around like what's vaporware versus what people are actually using. I mean, this is the constant question with AI right now, right?
Right.
Is that what you're wondering?
Is that what you're wondering, Plukas?
Yeah, I mean, essentially, it's just like all of this stuff. Like, if that was from April, then it's like, you know, it's exactly right. It's like, is anybody actually using it? Is it still relevant today? Like, all this stuff can feel like.
Yeah,
I loaded up Gemini Spark, and I was like,
hey, can you help me with
some file on my desktop? And it's like, no, I don't have access to your desktop. What are you talking about?
Wow.
You know?
I did it a few months ago. I had to like do a web search to like try to plan a vacation, and it like had computer use on inside the browser, and it looked really cool. And then it like loads up Chrome, and it goes to yahoo.com to do like a web search.
Yeah.
So what should we do about
this? Let's just assume this is going to be super crowded, right?
Well, one angle that I think we're kind of taking, like I think our lens is a little different than like what the Google thing is, in that that's very like corporate and enterprisey, and all of the products that we've been building have been very, at least consumer, even if it's like pro-consumer, like, or prosumer, I mean, like, so that's a different angle that we have, like the audience, you know.
We've also been very, I mean, I mentioned this yesterday, but like very model agnostic of like, use this to build your own stack, you know, like you're not stuck to a system or Anthropic or OpenAI or Gemini, you know, like you can use this anywhere, you can change, you can support one today and another tomorrow.
Yeah, there's
a world where we build like the open source parallel to like what Google is building.
Right. I'll keep coming back to something that I wanted to ask you, Sam, actually. Like, do you remember when like large file sharing on the internet started to become a thing, and there were like a couple of like standout companies doing it? I forget the one that had a kind of like a paper airplane logo, but there was that. They were the like big incumbent, and then there was also like WeTransfer, and there was Box, and then I remember like Dropbox came along, but really late to the party. And I remember thinking like, oh god, I don't want, you know, I've got like subscriptions to 2 or 3 of these things. I don't need Dropbox. But Dropbox had this incredibly like sophisticated rollout strategy where basically if you invited someone to you know, to use Dropbox, you would increase your storage. And you know, somewhere in that strategy, it just became viral. Like Dropbox just overnight just started to become the incumbent. It didn't offer anything different. It really just had something, and now it does. It has a key differentiator that it has this amazing toggle on, toggle off between cloud storage and local storage, which is amazing. But yeah, is there something to be learned there, that if you can maybe optimize the way that things get shared, or make it convenient or advantageous for people to, you know, share your version of it, it becomes easier.
This is like a core part of like product-led growth. There's a whole like there are like textbooks in product management land on like what exactly what you're talking about. We are one step before that, I would argue, which is like problem solution fit, which is like solving a real problem for users in a way that delights them. And you want
your search for problem solution fit to be informed by
product-led growth, potential product-led growth mechanisms, but we're not yet at the point. If you do product-led growth too early, you just end up pouring water into a leaky bucket.
Right.
The
The breakout moment for Dropbox was a video that he shared in a forum.
And I'll send you that video.
Rowan, I'll send you that video.
Do you know the video that I'm talking about?
Do you know the video that I'm talking about?
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He like signed me up for Dropbox.
He like signed me up for Dropbox like a week before he shared this video. Drew did. And the video was funny, and it was like problem solution fit. It was like magical. It was those two things.
Okay. Anyways.
Okay. Anyways.
I just keep on getting nudged.
I just keep on getting nudged to like option one in our debate of option one versus option two. Like these little nudges.
And I would describe option one broadly as
like a community of people building agents, coming together and learning from each other, and us stewarding that community.
Growing your
daily video is like an option one thing.
Google doing things
similar to us is an option one thing where we talk about that and integrate that and showcase people using it.
And demo and see if it's actually
Demo it and talk about it. Yeah, like So
Yeah. I don't know why. Again, just free associating. There's an organization based in the Bay Area called Common Sense Media, and they advocate on behalf of children. Right? They safeguard media watchers for children, and maybe there's kind of an equivalent, kind of like we're the agent watchers. We're the ones that are kind of vetting and verifying, guiding opinions on safe usage.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's very
missional. Like, hey, we're here to make sure AI gives you time back and represent your interests in this.
We're out of time.
It makes me think Daniels is right.
It makes me think Daniels is right time. But it makes me wonder if Plow.
Because right now we don't really.
There isn't a community of agent builders. So we have a community of people watching us pivot and like flounder. Right.
Makes me wonder if
maybe that's the AI worth using brand.
But we don't really have
a sense of community around people hacking with agents, showing off their agents, talking to us about the latest news, us publishing, what we're finding. It's like if I want to hack with agents, I don't feel like I fit in right now on any Plow surface.
Right. Yeah, that's a huge gap. And creating a vibrant community would be awesome. I feel like Agent Cribs is also kind of has a similar mission. So there's alignment there. And access to a lot of that network.
So I do wonder, what does it mean to create? This is just for the group to chew on. Create a community where
like this,
if we're using agents, we're publishing like, hey, this is how I used an agent yesterday. The leaderboard of the builder index. There's no sense of, one of the things my brother is asking for is like, I want to be able to ask Wes McKinney something about his profile.
Yeah.
Could that be? Is there a mechanism that's like a community forum where that can be tied into? Like I don't know.
Almost like building a Discord, because Discord's sprung out of, I think probably gaming community, chatter and sharing, and maybe there's an AI agentic community that has a lot of the functionality of Discord, but less of the, walled garden kind of, the fact that it's very, self-contained.
I do wonder if this is an argument for us to start an AI worth using Discord.
Yeah, like an AI worth using version of Discord. That is.
I hear what you're saying, but like even as an earlier prototype, we just start like an AI worth using channel.
Or I don't know if it's
I don't know all the words, but or a new server, or like we invest in that channel, or. At a minimum, we should take the things we're doing and post them to that channel. Like, Rowan, your things should go to the AI worth using. Is that in here? Do we have a channel for that now? Yeah, we do. The lounge, like,
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna ping you in here.
Okay.
So back to the thing you shared about Rodeo. Wanted to ask Wes how his system works. Like my system knows how my system works, right? And I gave you access to my system via messages. So what if there was this whitelist set up where I can share access to a community member, like a paying user that I know, to let it talk to my agent to ask how my system works.
Yeah. No. For some reason.
I don't know what
I don't know what that. It is interesting. Speaking of which, you all have access to my computer now.
Discord.
In Discord. You can ping Plowbot. It really should be Sam's Plowbot. I need to figure out how to rename it.
I was trying to say that it was Sam. It was clearly not wanting to give me like.
You're trying to hack him?
No, I was like wondering like why are you like reacting too much to the messages? It's like I can't do that. You're not Sam. You're Daniel. I'm Sam. Okay. Figure out why it's not working. That's funny.
Well, in the spirit of sharing, people sharing their systems, would you guys like to see the teaser for AI worth using as a final thing, or? Sure.
Sure.
All right. All right. Share my screen. All right. Here we go.
Our agents now write code faster than we can review it.
And everyone has a hot take about what to do next, but nobody is showing their workflows.
So we built a show to cut through that noise. AI Worth Using is where vetted top engineers screen share their actual setups.
Live installs, real configs, nothing staged. The guest installs their tool on my machine, I learn it on camera, and you leave with something you can copy.
Wes McKinney, the creator of Pandas, runs 150 automated code reviews a day through an adversarial pipeline he built himself and open sourced. He shows us the queue live.
Jesse Vincent's Superpowers is the most used engineering skill library on Claude Code. 1.7 million clones in 2 weeks. He walks me through the install, ending with a working product.
And Harper Reed, the former CTO of the Obama campaign, demos Test Kitchen, a tool that spins up multiple implementations in parallel and lets adversarial judges pick the winner.
I'm Tom Preston Warner. I co-founded GitHub.
And I'm Sam Odio. I shipped AI at Facebook and Dropbox. No sponsored takes, and definitely no vaporware.
AI Worth Using. New episodes bi-weekly. AIworthusing.com.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
There's all kinds of design issues in there, Mary. But hey, you gotta pick your battles.
Yeah, I think so. If you ever, I had a couple thoughts, but I don't know if you want them or not. But at this point, you probably don't. But if you want them for future, I'm happy to give them.
No, what's happening is, they might even be watching this. This is public, but I'm just going to say it. You know, I'm dealing with our production partner's outsourced, project manager who's in the Caribbean. That's talking to some designer, probably in the Philippines. And then when I get given it, like it's not even a PSD file, it's a Canva file.
That you can change, yeah.
I just have to we could launch in a year if we want to get it right. It's like,
and we don't want to do that. Yeah.
So
I just think some of the text fonts can go white, not yellow or green. I guess technically it's that full color. It's funny. It has a very nice retro look to it though, which is a little contrasting to the breaking edge AI, how it's being used. It was giving very 60s Mad Men vibes. I don't know when Mad Men was, if that was 60s or not.
The soft corners, the round.
Yeah.
It's a little TV. I'll share it with you, and then you can do your notes light, those that could be expedited within a 24-hour turn, and then long term we'll talk about how
keep working on it. Yeah, but I think it's great. It's awesome.
Tom, you feeling okay? Feel good about it? Feel like we could share it?
Yeah, it was great. I want to share it. I don't know about how easy it is to make Mary's requested changes. There was one word in the captions. I think it was an "in" that should be an "an" or something like that.
Yes. I shared that this morning. Yeah, that was you ad-libbing. That's why it wasn't in the script. So the editor was like, which I want you to ad-lib. So that's good. But,
cool. Looks good.
All right. Thank you.
Nice. Switch to Scrum?
Yeah, let's do it.
E aí, galera, tudo bem com vocês? Vocês conseguem me ouvir bem ou não? A gente vai fazer Scrum agora.
Hey, Daniel. I'm noticing we're not streaming this on Watch
Really?
Me Pivot. Yeah.
I wonder why. Because it should be automatic.
one new
WhatsApp. E aí, Leonardo Elias de Oliveira 332, beleza? E aí, bom é você, cara? Muito bom.
All right.
How are we doing?
How are we doing?
Who are we waiting on?
Who are we waiting on? No one.
Okay, bro, you want to go 30 seconds
Okay.
focus
Okay.
on learnings,
Right. 30 seconds, focus on learnings.
Okay. Gotta get there. Okay, I'm back. First and learnings. Yeah, okay. So obviously social calendar is going to be giving us a lot of engagement now. Moving forward to learnings can be extrapolated from this. I encourage you all to, I'll publish this today. I'll share this with you formally once it's fully refined. Look out for that. I did ask people to post on their social, on their LinkedIn yesterday. I don't know if anyone did, but again, trying to kind of get the word out there about the page. Important 24. I'll check you guys and like it. Gather footage from the boys challenge. I did not do that yet, but that's okay because the culmination of that mini series, quote unquote, will be tomorrow during the launch. There are some things left over to be done with the script today that are very timely. Sam, Lucas, I'd like you guys to review the script I came up with and make some edits. Sam, right now, it made most sense to be done in your voice, which puts something on your docket for today. I don't know if you have the bandwidth. If you don't have the bandwidth to record it, I'm happy to do it. It just feels a little less personal because it was all started with your son's account. Okay. I'm out. I'm done.
All right.
No user learnings yesterday from me, but I did finally launch Reddit ads, which was a personal user learning because I've never done that. Let me find the rest. And then also finally got to download and play with the Plow Relay app, which is awesome. Today, want to continue to dog food that. Need to check on the Reddit ads. Rowan asked me to add the credentials to the AI Worth Using Hero. And then I want to provide some light feedback for the teaser video, just easy stuff that can be implemented easily. And then I had written one comment for the Plow Relay app in the Eng channel. I think Rowan also kind of double clicked on like, what are we calling this thing? So maybe there's a parking lot there on just kind of a rough user experience pass for the desktop app and the kind of connector and what we're calling everything.
Okay. My update. I said I was going to reach out or share user feedback. Did that. I said I was going to draft a content piece. Did that. I said I was going to reach out to the Clicker Macking leaderboard. Did that. Announced the move to AI Worth Using. Said I was going to reach out to existing investors. Didn't do that. Said I was going to check out on the Reddit AI pipeline for user interviews. Did that. Not driving meaningful bookings, so need to iterate on that. Also learning 10x more engagement on LinkedIn versus X. Not sure why. Got a TKMX user interview for today. Got a support request, which was fun, from A.Day on the legacy product. And completed fact reconciliation on my messages with Abby, long-term fact manager. They're okay. I'm using like Olama, so need to figure that out. Also use my agent for a bunch of things. I'm going to start reporting that and would love everyone else to do that as well. Priorities for today, investor reach outs, which I said I was going to do and did not. Draft of LinkedIn post for tomorrow and the video launch message. Two things. Daniel, there's a Portuguese investor that wants a deck. So you got to decide whether or not you want to manage that. And then Lucas, there's Stripe credits waiting for your action in our email from Stripe.
Can I ask a follow-up? Where did you post the feedback, user feedback? Because I don't think I saw that come through.
Channel. I have to find Jared. I think there's Jared user feedback. I'll tag you in it.
There's a channel. Okay. Yeah. Maybe we start a private user feedback channel or something like that. Cool.
Cool. You're done?
Yep.
Okay, so for me, I said I would work on the plow relay demo yesterday. That's done and in production. Anybody can use the Tomo desktop app to check that out. Hook it up to any agent, Cloud.ai or other MCP support. I actually was able to ship some Cloud Chat API updates. So that includes the formatting and the easy group creation. I'm going to send out a message today to our user about that. I'm also, just for sanity, updating the how-to guides as well so that they can reflect these new changes. Did not get to the Google security review stuff. So today my main focus will be whatever I can do. We'll talk about the plan, I guess, after Scrum, about what the launch looks like and what I can do to support that. A bunch of stuff that I have on my. I have a bunch of thoughts about how to keep moving Domo forward, but we can see what the priorities are. Yeah, that's it for me.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So yesterday I was exploring the beach binding thought. I was able to get that working on my with my agent using data to replace one password. So I'm hosting a beach binding server in EC2, and I'm like building Domo with the beach binding CLI bundled into Domo, and I will pass if this works or not.
So you're hosting.
You're hosting
a vault, like so.
You're hosting a vault, like so people's passwords are going to go on the.
Yeah. It's like we're hosting our own 1Password.
1Password.
1Password
Wow.
Should be able to work just locally.
Okay, let's take this offline. This is a garage item.
Okay, let's take this offline. This is a garage item.
Okay. Anything else?
Okay. Anything else?
No.
All
right. Jonathan.
Can you hear me okay? Yep.
Can you hear me okay? Yep.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm just getting everyone else.
I can hear you as well.
Yeah.
So yesterday got
a build a Domo desktop out that included Lucas's changes and then merging camouflage on top of that. I started looking and building Apple Passwords integration, but with the tool we're using, there's a few snags I didn't get to kind of figure out if we can get past those, because I spent some time debugging the MCP connection issues, but Lucas got those resolved. That's good. So today I want to finish up with the Apple Password work, help if there's anything you need on the integration side. And then also I was just making sure that the repo could do work trees well. That way we can develop multiple things at once. Great.
I also just want to flag that there's some screen capture of all this functionality that we're describing that's going to be needed. So, if we are going to generate a video today, it would be good to, have a dedicated session on that and divide up the tasks.
Okay.
I did run my OBS on screen share, I think when I downloaded it, to give us like an install B-roll, if that is helpful. I don't know where to find it. I'm assuming it's somewhere on my computer so I can access those files, but
I think it puts it in like a movies folder off your home directory or something weird.
Okay, so do we want to go?
Okay, so do we want to go through the product
now
to figure out
what
the launch blockers are? Is that helpful for the team or?
Yeah, I think we need to go through. We can walk through the product to make sure that it's what you want to ship, and then we need to talk about like how we're gonna, like what the launch is and what the product thing is, like what the video we want to show, and I feel like there's a lot to get through.
Okay, so I am. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
maybe we spend 15 minutes doing this.
Okay, so I have the desktop.
Okay, so I have the desktop app downloaded. I just opened it.
One small
complication for me. It looks like the phone number we're using is the same as the phone number I'm using as my primary plow.
That's fine. The phone number is just for the authentication.
So if I send this,
will my plow stop working?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
when I hit open messages, it generated a new code. Just FYI.
What do you mean?
I'm seeing a screen waiting for your text. It has a code, and then when I hit open messages, let me try this again.
So I got two different codes.
I don't know. Now it's staying as the same code.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like there's like a timeout and it's refreshing the code. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was like after 15 seconds though.
Oh, that seems bad.
Okay. All right.
So I have an agent endpoint. I have an account. Can I screen share this, or is this like? I don't want to share it publicly. These URLs.
I would like to watch what you're doing. So if we want to just go to Discord or something.
And turn off. Okay. All right. So we'll end the live session. And go to Discord. And I guess turn off OBS.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
All right. Thanks,
everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bro, is this? You know, any idea why I watch me because that audio is not working now? Here's on. It's the light. So, is this working, Rowan? But I'm not seeing the green. I'm not seeing like anything around that.
So no, I haven't. Because there was an empty touch of. Oh, now it's green. It's green.
Now,
turning green.
Now it's working. Can anyone hear us?
I hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Great. Okay, so everyone's OBS is off.
You're off screen for me, at least. Mine's on.
Okay, so Daniel, do you understand? Okay.
I'll turn mine off. Just do the same.
So, bro, you're not screen sharing this? No, it's muted.
Sorry, am I screen sharing something?
No, I just want to make sure. I just don't want to share. I assume there's something here that I'm going to share that's going to give access to my computer, and I would like to not share that publicly. So, yeah, I just want to make sure everybody's not streaming what I'm going to share. Okay. All right. So, okay. So, new agent name.
Okay, so we can clean all this up. If you want to connect it to, so Claude.ai uses MCP through OAuth. So in that case, you do not need to make a new agent.
But if you want to make one that can use a credential, you can create an agent here and then connect it easier through Claude Code or whatever.
Okay, so
If you want Claude.ai, you just use that agent.
right. So this is kind of a question for me and Mary then, is like, because I'm tempted to narrow the scope in a way that makes this make sense.
Yeah.
Like one argument is we just do Claude.ai, right? Does that make sense, Mary? So there's like things here that I need to do under certain circumstances and not under other circumstances.
We might be able to do this MCP, the OAuth flow through all Claude, like Claude Desktop too, or Claude Code too. I've never tested that. But maybe the OAuth flow is supported universally. Just kind of an S-tier flow, but it could be one path. I can look into that.
Yeah, I do think for launch we should have one path. So then the question is, what is the most compelling path? You know? So if
But the like the code distribution between like using Claude desktop and Claude.ai.
what was that, Mary?
Like what's the distribution between like people using Claude.ai versus Claude desktop?
Both of them, in this case, both of them for us are the same.
Oh, so what you said was kind of model.
If you can set up either the desktop app or Claude.ai, I would imagine this MCP with OAuth would also work with Claude Code, but I have not.
So there's, to me, getting this to work, is there, like, what is the agent out? Well, okay, so a lot of what we're doing can already be done by, like, Claude, the desktop app, right? Do we have a sense for, like, do we enable any unique functionality that's not Claude desktop? So that's an open question, right? It's like getting Claude.ai to work is only interesting if we do something that Claude desktop doesn't already do.
The only thing well, Claude.ai can't do anything on your Mac. I mean, Cowork might be able to.
Right. I guess that's what I'm saying. Is like people will be like, "Great, I can use Claude.ai. I was already able to use Cowork to do these things." You know.
Yeah. I think Claude.ai makes the most sense because you can have Claude.ai without the Claude app, but you cannot have the Claude app without having access to Claude.ai. Also, Claude.ai is like a remote story, right? Like you're on the go, you can do things. Whereas the Claude app itself is like you're already on your desktop. So.
Yeah, I think the like, weren't there ways to use like the desktop app remotely?
This is correct. I mean, I think that's just like an open question. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we punt on this but I think Barry and I need to figure out like what can he do with like Codex and Claude desktop and what can he do remotely, you know. So let's assume, you know, because there's a world where like I use this with OpenClaw / demo. So actually, yeah, maybe, sorry, OpenClaw / demo / Hermes. So let me actually set it up for Hermes. So I've got a Hermes agent. Hermes agent, and I would like to give this Hermes agent access to my map. So I'm here. What do? I create a new.
First, I would give it a name.
Oh, this is so cool.
Yeah.
Can you help me out? There's a better token in there.
Like I'm doing the same setup as Sam. I just installed Domo. And what
So that kind of.
do I need to create an agent?
Right.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, so if
And-
you, yeah,
or
yeah,
do you-
the
do I
agent
need an
is-
API
yeah,
key
that
as
gets
well?
the, I mean, technically, if you just want to use Claude.ai, you can feed that in, and then it'll open like a
Alright, so
page to
now-
authenticate. If you
now
create
do I
an
set
agent,
this
then that'll give
in
you like an MCP
Cloud-
code block.
and you.
If I want to use this with Claude, like Claude, can I just add this MCP?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. Yeah, you need to click create
Oh,
agent.
Hey, Daniel,
Like, they're my.
you're my
Yeah,
go-to.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Wait.
So
So
I
I
just paste this into the Hermes thing.
sorry. I wanted to use this with Claude, and then I told my agents to set up this MCP for me.
oh, you mean the Claude app?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
I
no,
mean
no,
Claude.
yeah.
Claude. It doesn't work with Claude.
No, because you need the bearer token because it won't do the auth flow that way. I mean,
I shared
maybe it
the
will.
bear token to it.
Oh, okay.
So
then it
looks
should work,
like
yeah.
MCP
Yeah, yeah.
Domo browser.
Yeah, then it should work.
And
Yeah. So,
okay, so I installed the MCP here, but when I message this, who processes this message?
it doesn't go.
Does it go to anyone? Like,
Yes. I mean, well, what's your setup? Are you having?
I have no setup. I just installed them.
Okay. Then yeah, it doesn't go through the messaging at all. There's no iMessage
There's-
interface.
Okay. Oh, okay. So if I want, I can only like either
Use it in
install the MCP on Claude.
Yes.
I see.
So if you do /MCP, you should see
Yes.
if it got installed.
Let me see just who is installing this. Wait. What is this? Like info.
Really tiny.
Okay, I allowed that.
Yeah, so type /MCP in the terminal.
Let me open a new one. It's a long time I don't type these commands. /MCP
Okay, so it should show Domo there. It doesn't. So
doesn't.
I
But
don't
maybe
know how
it
you-
was. Yeah, let me ask this guy. Is the MCP installed? One agent's wired to and works Domo
So cool.
test,
That
talk
meeting-
to
that meeting for lunch and
from anywhere.
another moment where I'm like,
Which agent has access to the MCP? So, assuming my MCP is installed and my Claude is going to use the MCP, it sends to the Cloud agent to do stuff for me? Or
yeah, basically it talks to. There's a relay. So it connects the relay
I see. So
through to
it's
your
because
computer.
in this case, I'm using my computer to talk to the MCP that talks to the relay that talks back to my computer. But I could be using Claude here
Correct.
to go to relay to my computer. I see. And okay. Okay, makes sense now. And so yeah, I think So I saw that permission, that prompt permission running. So this means that
Yeah, something
it
somewhere.
was installed, it was running.
Watch the
So
launch video.
I should
Yeah, I
be
mean
able
that made a
to.
remote connection to call for the Mac Info tool, so which
Yeah.
is a tool that is exposed
I
only
called our
by
neighborhood
this.
crappy.
Okay. Okay.
So,
All right. So I'm gonna test
That was
the
not
the password stuff. And yeah. All right. I think I'm good. So the only thing left is to, so what I let me ask this guy to open the page. For me to
Yeah.
see my secrets.
Okay, so it's working. Great.
Bitwarden, they ship both like they ship a open source server, and let me just get my password. Which my password clipboard. I think I don't know if I saved this in one password or. I think I saved. I think I'm reusing the same password. Let's check it out.
Waiting on TP5.5. Maybe slower overlay to load. Hermes is just like better right out of the box. You know, like OpenClaw doesn't give you like this kind of error.
Right. So, this password vault manager is being run inside an EC2 box. Because I thought, okay, I'm going to do this demo, then Mary is going to install the thing on her computer. It's not going to work because it was only running locally. So I shipped this to a public accessible URL. I think what Sam's comment was like, should we ship everything local, including like the password vault server should be installed locally, and that's it, or we are going to host this thing, because I only packaged the CLI, the client CLI, not the server.
I mean, I think that's a discussion. I think we're still like, okay, if we do our own server, then we're asking people to trust us, and one of the things is we want to not have as much trust as possible. So I think that's an open question too. It's like, are we basically asking someone to stop using whatever password manager they use Bitwarden? That's like our specific instance, or are we saying like we need to funnel one by one things in here, which seems like neither is a great story in my opinion either. So I don't really know. I think we need to discuss and at least like make sure that we say what the story is for getting passwords.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Currently, like the only difference is previously was using the OP CLI, and now it's using the Bitwarden CLI, and the CLI was bundled into the.
I think it's okay to bundle as much into the app as we want. Honestly, like the app's big now, but we can like trim it down. Like I have no problem like bundling a bunch of things that is like common usage in the app, because that's like the value prop is that we have everything ready to go.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I think there's.
I gotta prove another thing.
I feel like more like user questions on like how. Yeah.
All right.
Is this just like we expect users to only put passwords in, and they need to know in advance, and they're on the go, and it's like, oh, I don't have this one password that I put in, like, or do we have like an on the go interface that lets them shuffle things in? Like,
yeah, so I was working on a flow where I just asked my agent, hey, I want to save my credit card, and then the agent sends a one-time link where they can add their credit card and get something like the vault.
Figuring out.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we're good. I'm blocked on deciding if we ship the server, and the user is running his own server. Or
I mean, okay, so here's the thing about shipping a server. Even if we get one user, we can like never turn the server off for them, right? Because it's now like the source of their password for like this, and we would be deleting the passwords.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's a huge risk to shipping a password server that we may not support forever.
Yeah. Okay.
So if it can be bundled locally, I think that's better. It's their responsibility.
Okay, so this is my Fermi spread with Abby.
Okay. Okay.
So a guest can ask for early access, and I'm asking it to check whether the cleaners already unlocked the door. Kind of another. Okay, so this is it set up.
Also, asking to use something say like, say the hello world.
Yeah, your seats.
What it's called? Domo.
Maybe calling it cloud and little better than cloud.
Well, I think right now the MCP is called Domo.
What was that, Jonathan?
Oh, the MCP server name is called Domo, so at least right now.
Got it.
I gotta restart the server, looks like. Sorry, the gateway.
What can we talk about the password stuff?
Well, I have a user here in 5 minutes. I think you, Lucas, and Jonathan could talk though, right?
In fact, I think we definitely need. There's like a part of like this about like what's next, what the video is gonna be, and I feel like that's what you and Mary were working on.
Yeah, so I will connect with Rowan. I'll review the script from Rowan. And let's see. I think this is looking pretty good. I think there's a question of like the authentication flow and whether we do OAuth or like. So okay, so let's just use the next 5 minutes to quickly say the next step. So Mary, I would love if you're able to use Codex, ChatGPT Codex, and Cloud Desktop to figure out their computer use capabilities. If they're already strong, then we should launch this as Hermes and OpenClaw, connect Hermes and OpenClaw to your computer. In which case, we should not publicize the OAuth flow, even if that is a working flow. Does that make sense? Is everyone aligned on that? Whoa! I got short-term manager action.
Right, allow.
I'm waiting for my rainbow.
If you didn't
You gotta put it
the ITO.
Oh, okay, all right.
Hello, world.
What? I wish we were streaming that. I shouldn't be turning this in. We can turn the stream back. Okay. Let's see. The other, I think, big item is okay. So that is the onboarding flow. Maybe Mary, you can like spend just a couple hours trying to make the onboarding flow make as much sense as possible. I wish we recorded what just happened, but I think you've done it too, right, Mary? Like it should feel like very clear. I just need to message my agent this text, you know.
I did just record, by the way. We can anonymize any.
Yeah, okay, great. Yeah. As long as it's not streamed, I don't. So, but maybe, Rowan, you can send the recording to Mary. If you need it, Mary. Okay, so there's the onboarding flow. There's what?
The OAuth flow is a lot more complicated, or like, doesn't make as much sense as the way you just went through that paper to me. So that might be the first kind of like problem decision.
Yes, and I think Mary, you just have to decide. Like, obviously, everybody's using Claude.ai and ChatGPT.com, and so the question is, do we want to reach those users via OAuth, or do we want to focus on OpenClaw and Hermes and not OAuth? I think that's the first fundamentals. And I'm comfortable either way. You make the call. If they can already do computer use, then I say we go the other direction.
Where are we launching this? Just again.
Product Hunt, social media. Okay, so second thing is the local model, Jonathan, for Message Vault, and ideally also intent-based permissions. So intent-based permissions and Message Vault just work out of the box.
Yeah, I think Message Vault has a lot of questions on its setup and configuration. Doing a local model, at least one thing I wanted to try was using the Apple Foundation model on like newer versions of macOS. Maybe just that can be used. That way we don't have to deal with downloading.
Yeah, I'm fine with us targeting only a certain version of macOS. You know, but ideally that just works, and intent-based permissions just works. And I can have auto mode just like the default should be I'm on my go and I'm not in front of my Mac.
I mean, I think the thing though is how good it's like a really, really big open question.
Well, then we just use our HIPAA compatible model and we just ship with our API. You know, I don't know. Like there's some sort of like, but the goal is this should just work on the go, right out of the box.
One option would be to just use that cloud proxy that we're
Exactly. Yeah.
Credits and all that.
Right. And Jonathan, I feel like you're making me nervous. If this doesn't, if we don't make the launch date, that's fine. But
no, it's not a date question. It's are we on the hook for auto allowing something dangerous on someone's machine, and how do we test to know that we're allowed, not allowed? Appropriate.
That is what I mean. This is like you know, adaptive cruise control. Like ideally there is like a web interface or something that where I can like monitor when I'm on the go, or you know, there's the audit log, right? So if we can load the audit log over the web interface and have like a unique URL where I can just like refresh for now, that would be nice. I think having the web interface, I gotta go, I have a minute. So let me just go through the rest. I think that's a good question. I would love Mary's opinion on it, your question. But I don't think it should stop us from intent-based permissions. That's definitely the future. Okay, third thing is credentials stored in a local vault, open source local vault, and can be inserted into the browser.
Local.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the decision.
I don't know what the argument is for remote. So absent some user benefit to doing remote, I think our whole thing is like local, you know. That's just
Can't hear Daniel or Jonathan super well, but I would definitely agree that having this in the cloud is like a liability and not benefit.
yeah, okay. I gotta do the user interview. Thanks everyone. Mary, feel free to go through and like suggest other design UX tweaks. Okay, take care.
How are we thinking about desktop seen where like if you get this plow, whenever I connected it to plow, the plow logo icon shows up. Feels a little disjointed at the moment. I don't know if it like needs to be on desktop or if it can. Maybe I thought this. Sorry.
Yeah, one last ask. I think it's good, Mary. Can you create a list of launch blockers that includes like what we just discussed plus the name and anything else you all? And Mary, can you just prioritize it so we just have a running list of launch blockers for tomorrow?
Yeah.
I mean, this is a 30-minute call, so I can sync quickly after that, and then I'm going to lunch. Okay, thanks everyone. I think this is what I need to do.
Yeah, but you talk about logos, wasn't the like, thought it was like a lot of code something and stuff.
I mean, I'm of the opinion. I mean, I think if we still have the plow app going, then at least we need some different name. If we don't have that app going, then let's just make this plow and be very simple about it. It's my general opinion. So.
I mean, we could even, if you want to keep cloud branding, like kind of sort of like, so we don't have to build out anything new, we could just call this like cloud relay or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kind of how I'm leaning, or even just giving it like an inverse logo. We want it to be different.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I just like don't doesn't mean anything to me, you know. Like, Val told me to download wow something and how don't want to showing up and not very thoughtful UI yet, you know. Just feels a little sketchy.
I can't imagine both of these products, both of the cloud products, like continuing to live in their current form. You know what I mean? It's like one of these is going to win, or like,
yeah,
I don't know, more likely, but you know what I mean? Like, so I don't think we're gonna have like a name fusion long term.
Yeah. Okay. I think I have a preference for that. Like, we'll be in our internal name, but then externally it's just Bob relay.
Yeah, or like Domos. Yeah, I mean, there's still like a piece, like this is just a relay piece anyway, so there's still like this piece where we can like build out super fast agents, like you can launch agents super quickly that have like all these purpose and like helps you better with intent-based conditioning, and the phone number will be connected to something like there's a bunch of other layers to that's not part of this.
Cool. Any other launch blockers on people's minds?
Oh, I mean, I think there's plenty. Like, I mean, if we're doing an application with ship, there's a lot to do with that. I mean, we need, at the very least, software updates in this thing.
Yeah, so smart building here.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like technical things, just even like what our like is. Stuff like that.
Great.
I think the shipping size is also extremely large right now. It's a big ask. And the more we do, like if we start adding bit Bitwarden in there, it's going to be an even bigger ask.
And then spam. So I'm just gonna make a list of everything, right? So we have the name, the branding. We have like the technical side of like all bundle size, download size, all of that stuff. And then same one to review the like. We need some flow paths and think of like how to create this easily, right? Like how to like log in and make the we're gonna do MCP or I mean if we're gonna do OAuth or just these credentials only.
Yeah. Feels
Honestly,
like
we should probably like.
we should have been out maybe for the day for lunch.
Okay.
But I feel like these are questions we should be asking before the day we're launching.
Oh, another one is,
Oh yeah, we are. We launch tomorrow.
Launch at midnight.
It's midnight tomorrow.
4 hours.
Wait, are we, yeah, that's a good question. If we're off Friday, are we launching midnight tonight or midnight tomorrow?
let's do midnight tomorrow, and then we're off, and who knows how it went.
We leave out in sport.
No, I mean,
Come back from the weekend and have 1 million users.
So there's no.
I mean, we were talking earlier the week about launching Wednesday at, or Thursday morning, right? So, yeah. That's been kind of the running plan, which we might not make, but that's what was discussed. I don't think launching Friday morning makes no sense.
Okay, so there's no duty for.
So, sorry, you're talking about launching midnight tonight, just to be clear.
Because the units.
Or midnight tomorrow.
In 12 hours, that was my understanding from the beginning of the week, was that we were trying to get this product.
How would you so, like, there was like camouflage.
Yeah, we talked about that. I thought that was kind of a joke.
Play right. And I was probably just like, oh, should we play it all?
Well, I mean,
Or should we
I would,
yeah.
I think launching Friday morning feels weird, but.
Weird in what way?
I don't want to launch.
It's like we're not.
I don't want to launch on the day that we're doing nothing.
Especially if it's like this interactive launch that we're talking about, or like the message or whatever. Like this.
Okay.
So it became like a little bit more, like, I feel like it's like, I'm like, shoot.
It's like, it's active, then it's like, it feels into like the life.
Yeah, like, right now, it's like, there's no, there's like.
That's okay. Okay, let's do for tonight. So then Mary's point stands. Deciding all this.
That we're shipping what we're like, if we were launching tonight, we're essentially shipping what exists now.
I think the point that I heard is it would be nice to have decided this before they launched it, which I agree with.
Yeah.
I agree. Generally, like, we're moving very fast, so I think, I don't know that that's avoidable, but I agree with the point now.
I think we should choose between co-op and like the credentials of my here. So I had my granola put together and launched all the lists of everything that we talked about.
Okay, and I think we also just need to slim down this app, I think. Really only audit. Like, I don't think goals are used right now. Like, I think goals are going to be great once we have like a bunch of agents and you can have the meeting goal. Right, Jonathan? Like, if this goals are there's really doing now. There's too many like, right? Like, what are the
Sorry. There's another conversation.
Should we all be, I feel like we should, if we're gonna launch this time, I think we should all be focused on like making the plan together, so I'm confused. Can we do that?
Okay, so there's a request from Lucas that we all pay attention to that. All right, we got everyone's in.
Thanks. Is goals currently used right now? In that if we're gonna like launch this tomorrow, I feel like we should slim down everything, and so like goals is for a future where there's like a bunch of agents that are managing.
I mean, that's the point. Yeah, so I mean, goals was really kind of thought on what it could be to have some like specific domos, and it was when you integrated it kind of removed the play buttons. It could kind of sort of be used now where like if there is the like
start agent, it could spin those up, but it was really more for me to test in its current iteration that I just wanted to be able to launch terminal and test the functionality. So if we rip it out, then I think you open the app and the question is like, what can I do? And if we have a good marketing story, we don't need goals. If we don't have a good marketing story, then I think we should have some things that you can easily spin up and do to test would do that.
Sam, do we have a good marketing story?
So what? I would like, I don't know that I'm not 100% tracking like goals as a tab and goals as a user experience, but like example agents with intent-based permissions that explain what can be done, you know, like a calendaring assistant agent. Actually, I don't know if we can do calendaring assistant because, but like a shopping agent, you know.
Okay, so there's this thing like the thrust that we have, the thing that we have right now is there's basically one agent that can talk to your man, and so like there's no UI, there's like kind of support for it in the API, but the relay, like we don't have the multiple agents thing.
Okay, well that's fine. So I would I guess my point, I don't know if we have good marketing story at all, but I think we can come up with an example of like this is how you use the product and market that. So I'm not sure if that Jonathan helps, but and then I would like, you know, that example to be reinforced in the design of the product.
I mean, I would say just like general questions. We launch the app, you do the initial setup, right? And then what do you see is kind of the question. We see the audit log, do you see something else explaining the product?
Yeah, I think the audit log is great, and then, but I would honestly just have, if you go over to the audit log, so this will be empty, and when there's an empty state, there could be like a kind of a user post or some sort of modal that, or some sort of explanation for like, okay, I'm looking at an empty state, what can I do, right? And you know, like, it's like, congrats, you set up your first agent, you connected your first agent. Like, presumably, we know when, if you're tailing some log where we know when the agent is connected. Is that right? Like, when I was setting up Domo, you were like seeing that it wasn't, something on the server wasn't, like, do we know once the MCP server is
I mean, and this is like if it's connected to the relay.
What I would suggest is two on this page.
Just the I don't know.
Okay, on this page, for some reason your Zoom did not like computer. Oh, I think that's what I said. Okay, so on this page, what I would suggest is two like thrusts as far as what we want to help the user do, and maybe Mary can have it. You know, Mary can like decide where it goes or what, how we communicate this. But the first thrust is like, send your agent this message to get it set up, right? So we should display that until we think the user has sent the agent the message, and the agent now is connected to the MCP server. So I don't know what we can do on the server side to determine that, but that would be like the first thrust.
You walk me through, I guess I'm a little confused. I thought we were saying finish this level after you finish setting up your agent. Or is this in the world in which they come here?
I don't care, I'll share my screen. I don't have an opinion about like where this happens, but this is like the first user goal, and it should just be like, you shouldn't really, wherever you are, whether you're on the audit log or the setup flow, like, it should be really clear. It should be really clear that I should send this to the agent that I want to connect to my computer. That's the first thing. And then the second thing is, I presumably, you know, okay, so Mary, that's in the setup flow. Then maybe that lands me in the audit log, and I have like, you all told me to say hello world, but you could, on this audit log, if it's empty, have like 10 example use cases for what I can tell my agent to do. You know, you could have almost 10 example audit logs. I don't want to micromanage the design, but in the empty state, you know, maybe there's some sort of graphic here that rotates through, right? But like, you know, we could have a bunch of example use cases.
And are we saying, sorry, I'm not trying to be descriptive, but I just want to understand what descriptive is not. Are we saying audit log because that kind of where you're going to do the things that you've already done, so it's going to be empty, but like, could that be the goals? Like, that just feels like more natural.
Well, I don't know what a goal is.
But
And
maybe
how
the goals.
my understanding of goals is like, we don't quite have, my understanding is the audit log is the one user experience that we have, right? So eventually we may.
Goals become better once we have multiple.
Okay. So we already a little.
Well, I think we're just cutting scope so that we can launch.
Yeah. No. I
don't. I'm doing this naively, like Jonathan, you could defend goals here.
Why? Or you could more naive than you, which is why I didn't verify.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would say the only thing from what you're, like, I agree with what you're describing. The only thing would be if we have a bunch of examples and then the audit log fills up. I just don't want those examples to necessarily go away because it's like, oh, I saw this thing, I did the thing, and now I'm missing. So as long as we can get back to the examples, I think that's good. So maybe audit log is maybe there's hopefully here, but it could be goals. It's just like the examples. We start on audit. You know, it's like this is empty. The examples for what to do, and the examples at least stays around so people still can get back. Would be my opinion. But yeah, I mean, I don't need to like you can't do anything with goals right now, so I don't see why we should have goals to screen.
Somewhere I would like to like put a boundary around what my agent is allowed to do. So I don't know. You know, let's see. I wrote that out. So that's not. And currently, I set up the rental manager, right? But I don't see that.
Anything we don't show the agents that you have, the credentials.
What I would do is I would rip out goals and rules and have maybe, I don't know if we can do this in 12 hours, but I would have permissions, audit, and settings. And permissions is simply like, what do I suggest my agent can do? I don't even know if that could be a tab, but somewhere I said, like, honestly, it could just be one tab, like monitor and settings. And then here in monitor, there's somewhere where I can say what my agent can do. And then I get the log. And I get suggestions around like what the commands I can run on the computer.
I don't want to complicate things, but if we're not going to ship tomorrow, then like I would much rather. I think it's going to take just a little bit extra time then to like have a real agent tab where you can easily like create and a credential and a purpose for a specific thing, and then like.
I don't think we need an agents tab. All I'm suggesting, setting aside what.
Just saying that makes everything to me at least like a lot clearer like what that is and what you have to do, and I don't think it's going to be that much extra work.
I wouldn't do it yet. I wouldn't add that scope yet, regardless of when we ship. I honestly think hooking this up to one agent for right now is good enough for the launch. I would literally just have like a box at the top here, which is like, so here you have like connected with the green circle. I would just give that a little bit more treatment around like, you have one agent, this is the goal of the agent, you have some example, like this is the permission boundary you're setting for the agent, you can even have some examples like, you know, send me a, you know, triage my messages and send me the most important thing I need to do every morning. You know, and then you have some example like messages you can send to the agent. Does that make sense? Lucas, am I you're leaning back in your chair like I'm like shutting you down with that.
No, I mean, I get that it's like a little bit cleaner. I just don't. I think it's a bad trade-off to make, but I also, just in my opinion,
I think I'm just advocating for launching with a one-to-one pairing before we go to many-to-one. If we can get one-to-one to work, many-to-one just doesn't feel like if we're cutting scope, like and being ruthless about that. Feels like many-to-one can be untalkable.
yes, I feel like it's just going to become a much bigger lift if we ever do go to, not bigger, I mean, it's going to be a lot. I feel like the design choices that we make for one-to-one are going to be very different.
We'll definitely want to go to many-to-one. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to.
I don't think for that. I don't think to do many-to-one now is going to be.
Okay, I will defer to you and Mary, so you guys can chat after and decide.
From like a technical perspective, I don't think it's increasing scope, Mary. If you think like, hey, it's going to be much easier to design something that makes sense for just one, then I would be happy to concede on that point. But like technically, we already can create multiple agents. Like Cloud handles all of that stuff today.
Okay. So let's move on.
And the UIs.
You all can decide. What else do we need to talk about?
Jonathan brought up just like figuring out and just even having like stuff, technical, like even like Sparkle's not in there, do we want to be able to maintain updates?
Yes, so definitely you have to auto update. Please do that. I would add that to the list.
The app size is really huge right now. The download takes a good 10 minutes.
I'm okay with a big app for now. I would put that below the launch list, but it would be nice to fix that. Did you send out this link somewhere?
What?
Did you send out this link somewhere?
Yeah, in this chat. I just literally had Google and create a list, so I actually removed it now, but has everything we talked
I think Sparkle is very important. I think we should switch to if we're going to do the auto mode or whatever, we should just switch to Vale API with the experience so we can use those credits. I think those are the two technical things that I would do. And then like, there's some, I don't know how, I would propose that Mary would like, use a quick look of how like the login and what the tab should be. We can implement that. And then there's like the name question.
Okay, so I'm just going through this list.
I'm sharing my screen too. Hold on. See.
Maybe, can we just get a sense for, is this, can we get a sense for what, Mary, is there anything else you'd put above the line for launch blockers?
That's not there already.
Yeah.
Is password stored in launch blocker?
I would like
that's
it
under
to be-
credential storage.
I would like, yeah. Who's doing the onboarding flow with Mary? On the technical side.
I'll do that.
Okay. So I think everything's got to use a local model. Otherwise, it really messes with our story. Maybe I'll open this up for a debate. Yeah, this is more a question. Like, do we want to launch tonight with Cloud Relay, or do we want to? Is this like a local thing?
Probably learn local away models actually kind of impressive.
Yeah, but it's pretty targeted what you're using it for. So embedding local is good enough, and if you can ask it specific grounded questions, local works. So I don't. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, that's Jonathan's fear is like.
Well, I think that there's kind of two things. One is, like, we're just talking about the intent space permission aspect of it, not the actual, like, deciding what to do in the computer, like, not the brains, just the gate.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think my thing right now is I don't know if, like, if you look feature by feature, what can we do? We cannot do anything except we can say we're an interesting gate to doing things on your computer. And so our one feature right now is security. And we have no idea how well or how not well that works with a local model. And by local model, I think the only thing that's reasonable is the Apple Foundation model, because any other model requires figuring out how to install it, drive it, run it, make sure it's like compatible on lower end Mac. So that's like a much harder story to do. So can we get a local model working to try it out? Probably, but I think that's the extent of it. Like, no, I think we would be shipping with zero confidence on the one feature we're shipping.
If we're to ship tonight.
Yes.
Yeah. So there, but I think that.
I mean, we don't have confidence on it being a non-local model. I mean, honestly, if we want to ship, I would say we don't have any intent-based permission. We require user intervention.
Okay, so I'm curious how everyone would vote, right? So.
I just want to say, I don't think our only feature is like this security. Like, I think hooking this thing up to like a Hermes or law or like some cloud agent is like pretty cool.
Okay, what's your vote on local model with intent-based permissions or ship today?
We ship, I mean, there's so much on this list where it's like, we ship today, like, not very small, so. I think if it was just in isolation, I think shipping today with like the Cloud API as the inference layer is like fine to start.
So we ship
all the other stuff on the list with website delay and investigating.
Okay.
Can I ask just a big picture question of why do we need to ship today?
Rapid feedback loops. We don't need it. I don't know. I mean, like, we want to ship as quickly as we can ship, but we don't want to ship something we're not going to. That's the.
So I mean, where things stand, we've had the product can say hello world right now as of 12 p.m. today. So are we not? Do we know that we're not going to we're going to be able to ship something that one we have confidence in that we can get any feedback on?
I hope Rowan's recording this. Okay. Okay, I think we ship Monday. Midnight Monday. I think it being 100% local, and I don't know how everyone else feels, but when I'm dealing with my data on my desktop, I just feel fundamentally different when the product promises this thing is local. I just feel different. I'm more willing to download it and install it and mess around. And yeah.
Okay, so just to be very clear, the relay is like, it's going through our cloud.
Right, I understand. So there's like everything on my computer, right? And I don't want to get that exported. But when I ask Hermes to like check my calendar for today, like I feel like that even on the web somewhere. It's like that, you know, like that's the whole benefit is this permeable boundary that I can monitor.
Yeah, so the auto classifier, right, is like, it feels like it's not looking or going through your files, it's like identifying and command and say. That's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's relatively limited. That's like, what's the goal? What's the permission?
Yeah, okay, that's a really good point, right? Because yeah, I'm thinking of an outbound classifier that has the data, right? Which is how to scope for this. Okay, so
Jonathan, right? Like your classifier doesn't look at
it's inbound, right?
So yeah, I mean, the classifier doesn't look at the data. It may look at like previous requests that have been made. But I mean, clearly there's some data, like there's the file name. I would say what all is going through the relay is kind of my question. How end-to-end encrypted is that?
the relay's not end-to-end encrypted. The relay can see it, like sees all of the results of the stuff that it chooses to ship. But at the same time, you know, then you're shipping it to some open package that also sees the full thing, right? So you know, I don't feel like that story is breaking up any promises.
The intent part of it is like the most minimal.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm okay with the model not being on you all convinced me on that. But definitely message ball should have. I mean, I would getting message ball with embedding working embedding is definitely.
Yeah, good point.
So there's also no, like, part of this is like, there's nothing helping you set up message ball right now either.
Okay, so let's go through this. Credentials are local. Or promise. So then the promise is promise. We have a bodyguard. Cloud relay. Okay, HIPAA. Body.
Which only is used as a classifier for
classifies every request. Classifies every request before it gets to helps.
Also, to be clear, the request will get to your machine, if we classify it on your machine, well, it'll look like through Anthropic, but then we choose to execute that command or not. The relay right now is very dumb, and I think it's probably the best.
So it's technically not before it gets to you, but before the command is executed. Yeah.
Yes.
Identifies, and we want this to identify prompt injections. We'll have to iterate on the prompt.
Prompt injections, also just like even once we start to have the goals and what are the purposes of the agent, right? Like it helps do the what was that term that Roland was talking about? Yeah.
so that's that. Okay, then there's method involved working. So there's core tools, MBT tools. Browser use with credentials. Message call, model. I don't think we need any drive. Okay. Are there any other tools that we want to make available?
These ones that we've been talking about. Seems like a good start.
Just do these two.
Jonathan, do you want me to take the core safety one for the core product thing and just so I can hook it up to like the existing API that we have to the model? I think that's the only change.
Which one? Sorry, which one are you referring to?
So the core product slash safety one, I think, is basically just keeping everything that you have, but just instead of using the API key, have it go to the cloud API.
Oh yeah, that'd be great if you. Yeah, because I don't really know what the model that you have before, so yeah, if you can switch that over, that'd be great.
Okay, so this is Lucas, not Jonathan.
I can't see. Mary, are you sharing your screen? I don't know what this is, but yeah, that's great. Great.
Right.
If we're okay, so for launching. Okay, so confidence around auto allowing data. So who's iterating on the like prompt injection, detect prompt injection prompt?
I was offering to do just the API piece for where that inference happens, but Jonathan, I haven't even looked. I have no idea how to Jonathan would probably be the best bet.
Jonathan's got a lot to make. Well,
Feel like yeah, I mean maybe some of you want to take that one.
I'll do this on Monday. Like, once I can test it. Yeah.
So our product day is Monday or Tuesday?
We're launching Monday night or Tuesday at 12.
So
Tuesday at 12.
Tuesdays are a big day where we live stream everything.
Yeah.
All the agents are trying with that.
Okay. Oh yeah, so there's agent integration, right? Agent integration. The product line. Anywhere else?
Still thinking of doing like credit card or prepaid card video.
Oh yeah.
Is Daniel gonna look into that?
I think this is Daniel's real.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we want it to do?
I think it should be like a prepaid card that anyone can use their. Well, I don't know, but because we're not talking to your cloud anymore, right, Sam? Or everyone's downloading their own.
Well, yeah, but let's say my plow is live on product time. What is it doing? Like, is it ordering? I like the thing about I like the thing about a gift card or something, and like people can add it to the gift card and have it do something. I don't know what.
Buy my app.
Yeah, license to our app.
What's like something that?
Well, it's not for them to discover. Like, they can go on DoorDash and order food. They can go on Amazon and shop. Does it have to be only one connector?
Well, I would like to like scope it and like have some sort of like
Maybe it's just like a DoorDash gift card then, or something like that.
yeah. Is Rowan in this? That's seen.
It would be cool, like, if people were so, like, ordering physical stuff, and then, like, this could become a video. Ordered 15 different DoorDashes, food for us, and now we need to create this in the office.
Okay, what is the thing? What is the thing? So I would propose that, like, Rowan, Daniel, Mary, everyone's welcome to suggest something, but I would like a suggestion from Rowan, Daniel, and Mary.
About what the agent can do.
When we launch it, yeah, like
a use case.
yeah. Well, example. So we're gonna launch it to be integrated to product hunt. An example. So suggest an example message. So let me just edit this. Rowan, Daniel, right. So this is on product hunt. Like an example message would be order the plow in 10 spicy burritos. Right. So what do we want to suggest? Okay. And so then there's a question: where are we launching and where is it speaking? So there's in it, or where is it interacting? Where is it interacting? So there's product hunt. I very much want to launch this on LinkedIn, make it possible for it to interact on LinkedIn. It's actually launch mechanics. Can it work on X already, Daniel?
Yeah, X is the easiest one.
Okay, that's enough. Then if we have X, then I can.
Yeah, I like to X. But if you were kind of like getting vivo or something like the official business account.
That's okay. That's okay. Okay, then there's also like setting up the live stream.
So wait, do you want X in project?
Yeah. So you already have
One thing is also the Discord is also easy for the launch mechanic, so
sorry, you're both talking.
Yeah, so X is much more reliable than product hunt. Like instant, it's much more instant versus like product hunt. There's a quality of that like every minute to support.
That's fine. Every minute is fine. So basically, if we don't interact, then that we're not learning. We just have to assume we're not learning anything on that thing. So we might as well not launch it on product if it's not interactive. Right?
I would highly recommend Discord too, because if we're able to drive traffic to Discord, that's for us. And those bots are easy to do.
Okay. I think Daniel can do product hunt, but the priority here is the passwords. But Daniel.
I can help Daniel with the password stuff as well.
Yeah, I don't think that would help on the message stuff.
Just if there's like timing considerations, then that would help, because I think you owning the launch mechanics, I think is really important.
Okay. I would also like this agent to be live streamed. You know what I mean? Like some sort of like, you have a live stream of, so you have like a Mac Neo pointed at the agent's tablet, and then next to it you have like the Discord conversation, the product conversation, the X conversation, so, okay, I'm passing that to you. Okay. All right. Are we good? Or Lucas, maybe do you want to own this launch mechanics if you have capacity? Because I do think getting the browser credentials right. What's that?
I would much rather Daniel own the launch thing. I think he's best suited for all of that. That's why I was operating off of the browser credentials, or take that over, or but
Okay, so Daniel, when are you going to be finished with the browser stuff?
Today.
Okay. So, Lucas, why don't you basically take ownership of the credential insertion, like testing Daniel's stuff tomorrow?
Yeah.
So Daniel to deliver today, Lucas to test, iterate.
Yeah, I love that.
And I know Jonathan is looking at, we all have a preference for Apple, so Jonathan, you're the wild card here.
Yeah, mostly it's done slide, but whether it really works, there's questions on how much Apple is going to require to be on.
Okay. So Jonathan, looking into Apple teaching, deliver that to.
Yeah, I think what Daniel's doing will work 100%, whereas what this is doing not really data.
Okay, so Lucas said test and iterate both on Thursday. Make it all tips. Iterate on reliability. So you're looking at Lucas to credit card work, Amazon, login for. Okay.
So all I have to credit cards are part of the Apple.
Okay.
I can't hear. What was the last thing Jonathan said?
Apple passwords apparently don't have credit cards, so maybe we have to do the vault. But there still could be something where we like copy a password into the vault from Apple passwords. Okay, great. Thanks everybody. Go team. Okay, so I'm gonna go to lunch. I'll log in back in today. I'm gonna work a little bit tomorrow too. So I want some family time. But I will be on in a bit.
Mary, in terms of the flow and that kind of stuff, we did finish it. What I do.
I think the important question, right, is what are we gonna allow? Like, are we gonna choose?
As long as that's not good.
Like, are we gonna focus on like Kirby's open book, right? That's kind of the question.
I think you can cut this out.
Yeah. It's so similar though, where it's like
Take care, y'all.
Take care.
You know, can we switch bikes?
Yeah, sure.
yeah, single CD. Either authenticate through block or you authenticate through a token. So it doesn't make sense to me to like limit that, but if we could just like one.
Okay.
Like in some ways, I think the whole flow is simpler in that like you just give an uncredentialed URL to somebody and then it's where to go and then you authenticate in the browser, but you've already authenticated in the app, so I guess it is confusing. Yeah, if we were to highlight one, then I guess maybe highlighting just that token flow where you already have.
Well, I'm just thinking about our audience, and I feel like our audience, they're probably not using Cloud.ai or like chat online. Yeah, they're using like codecs and code, and it's like, I mean, you get this message vaults, and I have no idea. I haven't really played with credentials, those two things. So like, I mean, yesterday I was using Cloud Code to like put the big thing on my downloads and reorganize all my files. Like it has good desktop file management. Like,
Yeah,
so I don't think we're gonna do that. We're gonna keep it. It's more of a
Yeah.
message.
It's good.
Okay.
But we feel like that's enough of a differentiator to still.
Oh, do you like bentos?
Just the kind of that we're making up, right?
You have some like part of
Yeah.
I mean, in my mind, the bet we're making is that people will want to create agents that don't run on your computer but can access your computer. And then there's like some trust layer there. And
Well, it's not more reliant than with OpenCloud or recent.
yeah,
That's my question. I just don't know.
I think so. I mean,
we kind of are answering, like, let's lean first towards the remains open thought. Is that, can I say this correctly, that's the credentials on the info? But that block, the like whole, yeah. But that's the block to look this, if you want to like that out.
Yeah, the MC, the pull-out flow is like a subset of the credential.
Is it even possible for me to like, I mean, I guess I can't even test because I don't have Hermes for me anywhere. I mean, I guess I could set Hermes.
What are you trying to test?
I mean, just what we're talking about.
Oh, you want to get the relay running on Hermes? Yeah, yeah, that's.
Yeah, like how would I even do that? You would like to even start in that realm, we have to know how to set Hermes, right?
Have a great how-to guide if you want to get Hermes running on a Raspberry Pi.
On Raspberry Pi with me though. One on my Mac, so I have on my
Getting Hermes running on your Mac, like even like a Docker or something, is like super, like super easy. I think Jesus, like this video.
I feel like this is a good counter argument for why we should Claude AI is just like more accessible. You just drop it, like literally anyone on stumbling on this launch could drop that code into their browser or into their like desktop app set this up.
Yeah.
I think I'm changing my.
Or if we're gonna do like really like consumer and not prosumer, like I think I'm starting to build this out already just as a prototype. Like the agents tab that I was talking about is like you could just spin up one of those Cloudflare things and have your own not super great agent, but it's not like a perfectly model agent. You could have some agent that runs and can respond to it. And that seems like a you just put one, you know. Oh, when you test this, it's like, oh, let me try it out. Let me try this, like, simple hobbies. And if you know what you're doing, then you can have the credentials to, like, give it to an agent that you already have.
Yeah, I think that's the right play. Now that I'm thinking about it, I like what Pam did is great, and I'm sure people will want to do that, and we should allow them to. But in order for this to like feel easy and simple to interact with right away, like set up instantly, like we should require like, all right, go set up with the car, go set up Hermes, and then come back to us and we'll be in permission there. Like that feels like the advanced setup.
Yeah. I don't know. This is like what I was thinking. Like this is what I had something to kind of work on before I'm trying to like bias here, but just to get my point across of being able to quickly create the agent. And then you can like see, like this is just whatever the agent that you named it is. You can kind of see everything about it. And then when you, I guess this is it, but yeah, when you spin it up, then it's like, okay, I also create, I'm gonna just create an agent with this in the cloud.
And that would be what you're talking about with like up there, or up there. There's like a simple nodal agent kind of living there.
Yeah, we don't need to like talk about it being Cloudflare, but we can just talk about here's like a really simple cloud agent that can respond to your questions and maybe it's not going to be Hermes caliber, but it's going to be potentially good right now. And I guess also most importantly, like these are cheap enough where I can imagine like we can do this for free, make it in long term, where it's like, you know, these are so cheap and they're not so smart, yeah, but it's like this is a great like drop of like behaviors.
Learn how what people are doing with it.
Yeah.
I like that. A lot. Can you send me these mocks?
Yeah.
Put them in all
Ooh.
If your agent did all in that GitHub repo, and I think there's some skills in there.
I have a public folder that I just like some stuff to for this.
Okay, you can do that.
I'll
I feel like I've been sitting for too long. I need to go get rid of the screen.
I'll send this to you.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I think I'm just pretty much. Yeah. I think for at least for today, because it sounds like everybody else is working on stuff, and I'm like first time. So for the rest of today, I'm gonna just keep prototyping this out, not as much of the design, but just the ability to like spin up those agents in the cloud and try to put I've yet to connect a phone number to it. So I'm gonna try to because this could be like, hey, create a new agent, use this phone number, and then that's it. It's like you can message it, you can talk to it back.
Yeah.
And
cool.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a great product experience, but I feel like all these pieces will eventually fit together somehow. Great.
Yeah, I need to wrap my head around that a little bit. All right, awesome. All right, I'll be back in a little bit. Thanks.
Aí, galera da live, vou encerrar a live rapidinho aqui pra eu conseguir fazer o download, que eu vou compartilhar isso com o Rowan, mas aí eu já volto, tá bom? Dá uns 5 minutinhos e eu já abro a live de novo. Pera lá.